Hey Leo, how are you? Welcome to the Luslamir channel. This is your September general guidance. I will be doing a love guidance and a money abundance, prosperity guidance reading for September as well. So if you're new to the channel, you might want to subscribe so you're up on game for that. Also, this is a general guidance, right? So for the month, it's either going to pick up on something big or just a general thing for how to go about this month for your highest good. I figure once you're done watching your tarot and you know what's going to be happening or you have an inkling of how things are going to pop off, at least you have something that you can go to and refer to for, okay, well, how am I going to act? You know, like what's the best option for me to do? What's for my highest good? How's the best way to respond to this thing that seems to be a thing that's going to happen? And that's when you come to the Luslamir channel. So we'll be doing a general guidance for Leo. May I please have access to that information? For general guidance for Leo, please. Okay. If you're new to my channel, I do things quite differently here. So if you're not into it, that's alright. There's so many readers out there. If you are into it, you might want to follow because it's about that good here. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take it. See? The cards, they want to talk to you. I think. I see. Huh. Leo, September, general guidance, please. I don't know what happened in August or what will be happening during September, but it almost feels like something. Let me say it this way: something will humble you in September. Okay? Something will humble you in September. And you'll see something about it, you'll experience something about it, and it'll just humble you. You will be humbled. And whatever this thing is, it's going to, as what happens typically when you do get humbled, you end up kind of hiding out. You end up kind of going within. I just try not to say that. Going within, just kind of like looking at the situation, looking at what happened, looking at what is happening, and just essentially assessing the situation for yourself. Yeah. Whatever that means for you. I feel like whatever that might mean for you is actually entering into a space where you feel more. You'll be humbled this month, September. And it feels not, and it doesn't feel bad. It just feels like, yeah, it'll calm you down, right? It'll calm you down. Yeah. It'll soothe you and calm you down. Yeah. It's almost like one of those things where you take. It's almost like maybe something. Not that this is your situation, but it's something where that feeling, the essence of where you when we're taking something for granted, and then we see that someone else has it worse, or things could be another way, or you realize that, oh, it wasn't actually like for you, but you were throwing a huff about how it wasn't even good enough for you. And then it's kind of like it forces you to kind of look at reality for what it is. And you're just, it humbles you. You get humbled and you're like, oh wow, like it's a step back. Like, oh, something like that. Um, will humble you, or coming into September, you'll be feeling humbled. And whatever that means for you, however that manifests itself, it's a humbling that I think is necessary. Is one that you accept. It's one that is a come to Jesus moment, and that it really helps you look at yourself and forces you and encourages you to look at yourself, and you will be looking at yourself. And if that isn't the guidance is in fact to look at yourself this month. Um, and I feel like it might put some of you in this humble state. It might put you in a place where you surrender to God. You surrender to the powers that be. You surrender to um, the divine, in that it is like a come to Jesus moment. It's where you kind of like the prodigal son returns after the humbling. The prodigal son returns and says, "Oh, like, yo, yeah, I messed up," or like, "Look, like, I'm mad humbled now." I'm not saying your humbling is gonna be like, not saying you did. I don't know what you did, girl, boy, sir, ma'am, honey. I don't know what happens necessarily, but it's you'll be humbled in a way, and this humbling will lead you to really looking at yourself, looking at an aspect of yourself, which is great. This is a good reading, by the way. Okay, this is great. You will you will look at yourself, and in that looking at yourself, you will go to God. You will go to your source. You will go to the hand that feeds you and say, "Yo, I see now. And last I see the light." You know, um, like you'll see the light, and the divine's kind of just been waiting for you to figure this out, and then something good will happen after. like you'll feel good. That's why I'm saying like this humbling isn't like a horrible thing. It's something that you will honor. It's something that you will find solace in. It's something that will be like, you know what? Yeah, like I needed that. Like that was good. I feel like this humbling will help you go with the flow more. And it will be the thing, just like I'm saying, like your come to Jesus moment in more than one way. Um it'll it'll help you move from whatever state of being you were into a better state of being, where things will be more balanced, and you'll disengage from things that, oh, okay, that's fair. You'll disengage from, you know what, I see that. You'll disengage from things that um, aren't really serving you, and engage in things that are actually serving you. Okay? This is good, Leo. You'll see things for what they are. You see yourself for a certain situation. I feel like this is you. You'll see yourself or your certain situation or how you've been seeing things for what they are, but you'll be humbled in some sort of way. But it's not a bad thing. It's something that I feel calm. Like I feel like calm and at peace in a way that like I've learned my lesson. In a way that feels like acceptance. Um and not just acceptance of like what it really is, but acceptance in like this is what it is, in its entirety. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the stinky, the everything. The everything is kind of like, oh, okay. It's a no hard feelings type humbling. So your guidance this month is to go with that flow and go look at yourself, or whatever aspect of yourself needs to be looked at, and know that the divine still has your back even in this humbleation, and that things are going to be good. This is good. I just sound sedated because this is what it's going to be. Like, it's going to be just this feeling of sedation in September, where things are balanced and you're like, okay, but this will definitely lead to something good. So go with the flow. You are moving through releasing what is no longer for you and entering into a space where things are more so for you through this humbling. Your guidance is to go within. Your guidance is to look at yourself and look at the part you're playing, and how things are, right? Looking at how things are for you and for whatever this rings true for. You might want to come back to this reading in September if it's not ringing any bells. Clickety clack. And then also to know that you're not alone and that you can use the divine, and the divine is just waiting for you to go to it to create what it is that you do want. So if you, I would like for you to let me know what you think this might be about in the comments. But also, if you like the video, you can then come back to it quickly once September gets to a certain point where you're like, I don't know what's going on. And also, if you subscribe, I will be doing a Leo love for September and a Leo finance, abundance, money type thing for September, as this is a general for September. So that way you get the updates when it comes through. I also go live every so often, so if you want, you can hit the bell. And I do private readings as well, so you can look at that in the description box below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the comments, and keep your light on, okay? Good luck, Leo.